Hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk about how you can actually implement hashing in real world applications. So in my last video I talked about how you can create hashing and what's exactly hashing and how you can create hash function using .NET. So in this application what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple website and we will be passing some data from one page to another page using query string, and then we would be making sure that the query string is not tampered with while passing the data from one page to the another page. So the process is very simple. So what we're gonna do is like we're gonna compute the hash on the query string while generating the query string. So whatever we're gonna pass in the query, we will be generating hash on that, and then we will be passing along that hash with the data in the query string. And then on the receiving page, what we're going to do is we're going to recompute the hash on the past value, and then we're going to compute the past hash on the computed hash. And if they are equal, then the query data is what we expected, and we make sure that the query is not hampered with. So let's see how we can do this in ASP.NET. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new project. So it's going to be my web project. And this time I'm going to add an ASP.NET Webform application, and let's call this application simply web app. So now I have my project ready up here. In my last demo, what I made was like a class library. In that class library, I have different hash functions. So I have SHA-512, which compute 512 bytes of hash on the message string that was passed. And then again, there are some other functions like SHA-256 and then keep SHA. So it will be creating a 512 bit hash using the keyed algorithm. So I will be using this class. Okay. So let's go here and add a couple of pages. So let's just add a web form. Let's just call it web form 1 and add one more. Call web form 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass some data from web form 1 to web form 2. So let's start and put an anchor to it and give an extract to the web form 2. Little bit of housekeeping on these pages just to distinguish these pages. Let's just run this for the target. Okay, so I need to set this as my starter project and run this again. So this is my web form 1, and actually I need to and when I click on this, I should be redirected to the web form 2. Okay, so I'm redirected from web form 1 to web form 2, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass in some data from this page to that page. So let's say I assign a query string like and I pass so id equal so that 1. So generally what we do is like we pass an id, and on SQL database id is like we can increment the id and we expect the next value. So on platform 2, So, that is grab one person ID and then data for product one, then copy this and paste a couple of times. So if product two, then I'm expecting data for product three, otherwise data for product. In real world scenario, we will be expecting and querying the SQL database on the basis of the ID given. Okay, so let's just run this application. So I found one and just see. Okay, so if you hover over this, so you can see on the bottom. So it's like it's expecting localhost and then passing in ID as product one, and then inside product one you have data for product one. And if I pass two, and if some hacker hacks this URL and passes two, then he is getting data for product two, and if he passes three, then getting data for product three. Now, what is actually happening here in the real world? You will be passing some SQL ID or some data ID, and generally IDs are incremental. So if someone hacks this URL and if there are no other security check in place, so he can get the data for the desired product. So let's see how we can make sure that the query is not tampered with. So I was just expecting a product with ID product one, but someone hacked and passed in some other ID, and he is in turn getting data for that product. Okay. Now let's just make this query tamper proof. Okay, so what I need to do is, instead of on this page one, instead of passing this ID or this query string as static, what I can do is I can append a hash, and then the hash will be like so go to design view and just try and add a hyperlink. There you go. And then what I need to do is I need to go to the I need to put down the page URL, and this should be like it should be pointing to web form 2.aspl, and I'm also some query like ID equal. I need to see data for product one only, and along with this at this point in time, along with this ID, what I will be passing is some hash value, and then that hash will be like absolute as some function which I'm gonna write into while, and on this compute hash what I need to pass is like I need to compute hash for the query string. So I've got my product and I need to compute hash on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reference my class library which I wrote earlier. So this was CLS cryptography and I will press this and at this point in time cryptography, then there are some different hashing algorithms. So at this point in time I would like to use SHA-256 and then pass on the value and return this. Now let's just run this application. Okay, so if you hover over this hyperlink, you can see on the bottom of this page, this is actually redirected to the web form 2 and passing in some ID and then the hash. So if I click on this, okay, so now you can see that I passed in the ID and the product for which I want to get value, and then I have also passed in some hash. Right. So if I go there and if I just rename this to product 2, I'm getting data for product 2 and then product 2. So still I have hash in place, but I'm doing nothing with this hash. So at this point of time, what we have done is like we have computed the hash on the query string while generally the query string which we did in the web form 1. And now at this point in time we are passing the hash along with the query string. So in this query string we have the hash and product. And now the third step is like recompute the hash on the query string and validate. So what I need to do is I need to recompute the hash, and then if hash is computed, then I need to validate the hash with the past hash. So let's just stop debugging and go to the place to do so. At the first time, as data was passed, I need to request and then query string. Then I need to pass on hash. So I need to select. So but it got some hash. So if I actually got some hash data, so I need to recompute the hash of this. And otherwise, if no hash is provided, I can throw a new exception, or you can handle it the way you want to handle it. So at this one time, no hash provided. Okay. In case I've got a hash, so what I'm gonna do is like if my hash data equal to I need to recompute the hash using SHA-256 technique as I encoded the hash on the passing page on the source with the 256 hash SHA-256. So I need to recompute the hash using the 256 technique only, and I need to pass my query data. Okay. So if these two matches, then only I'm gonna do further processing. Otherwise, what I can do is like I can pass in the exception, and this time what actually is done is like query is input. Okay, so now we are good to go. We have completed the hash on the query string, and we have passed the hash, and then we have also completed the hash on the page. So let's see this in action. So let's go to the web form 1 and run this again. It's taking a lot of time. Okay, so let's run this. Let's start this. Couple of changes. Run this again. Okay, so if I click on this hyperlink, so as I expected, query is not tampered to, then I got what I actually wanted. Now let's do one thing. Let's remove the hash. And again, enter. At this point in time, as no hash was provided, so my page throw a yellow screen, so it's like no hash is provided. And if I provide the hash and tamper to with the query, so if I just rename this to product 2, so at this point in time, what happens is like I did got the hash, but the query is now tampered. And if I just play around with this hash, okay. So in this case, I'm not concerned about user seeing my data. I just don't care. I just want that the user just don't play with data. And if everything is okay, then I expected the ID of product 1 and it's not tampered, so I got the right page. And if anything is tampered on this query, so I got the error. So that is how you can implement hashing to create a tamper-proof URLs. And thanks for watching this video.